Hello, everybody. So it's now our second night in Bali. Yesterday we arrived at 12 p.m. after a 3 hours 30 minutes road by car and 2 days traveling from Valencia. When entering the road to our villa, I got immediately charmed by the road full of palm trees in the middle of nature and the sounds of crickets everywhere. So this was the place where it was going to happen, where I was going to start to work on myself in the next month. Normally, in my daily life, I would be very stressed about this moment, but I felt very calm. So I was very happy to feel very calm and ready to to work on myself and not being dependent of my exigent workloads. So this morning, after only 5 hours of sleep, I got woken up by the chants of cocks and birds. I think it was 5 a.m. in the morning. Not sure about it. And yeah, later on, after a while, I start to hear like music and humans chanting. I suppose it was some sort of a ceremony. And the birds and the cocks reacted. So they made it clear who was the most important voice from in this area. I asked myself if this was going to be my wake-up ceremony every day. So let's see what happens tomorrow. But what I liked is because normally I'm always like ready for a plan next day. So I need my sleep. If I don't have a lot of sleep, I don't work the same way. Even on holidays, there are always big plans. So I need to be in perfect condition. So being woken up that early after a 16 hours flight, 2 days of traveling from Valencia, so traveling from since 4 a.m. on Sunday, I would get very stressed. But I was just enjoying the moment because I don't have anything to do right now, and I'm just focusing on the moment. So yeah, I at least for the first day enjoyed it a lot. Being patient at that moment caught me off guard and reminded me of myself long before Más que Espacio. As a young adult, I was very hungry and very ambitious. But it's true that when I was sleepy, I made some time to be lazy and hang around. While the last 15 years, I've converted my lifestyle in, let's say, a planned lifestyle, always with the calendar next to me. And yeah, trying to not lose a minute of the day. And even then, always push toward the future and trying to avoid to speak about the past. I stayed a few hours more in bed, thinking about my past, about my success, my obsession with the future, and many things more about my actual lifestyle. I thought by myself how I got obsessed by trying to forget my difficult past, and how I got so focused on my future thinking lifestyle. Actually, it made me think about a book I read for the third time during my flight to Bali. It's a book that changed my perspective about life, and I started to read it at the beginning of the pandemic. It's a famous book about the monk that sold his Ferrari. And there was one phrase on the flight that caught my attention, and it said, so Julian, the lawyer converted into monk, said, "My soul got oxidated by my hard-driven career and success, of course. And I asked myself, is it this what happened to me? So here's where my process starts. See you soon."